something has to shift within us. We can actually choose. We can choose to say, all right, that sucked, or this sucks. This sucks right now that I'm still in it. Because the victim, it keeps us safe. It keeps us in that container, and it keeps us wallowing there. And for some of us who's so used to shoving things under a rug or distracting or burying or doing the next thing, like myself, getting, fully immersed in work and all of these things that on the outside made me so happy, but on the inside I was so empty. And I think that is the biggest thing that we can do for ourselves, is to really cultivate that radical self-awareness. And the radical self-awareness piece that I talk about in part 2 of your bounce factor, it's one of the greatest gifts, but it does not come without the interpersonal challenges that we go through just with other humans, because we are really mirrors. And we could probably try to process it on our own, in an ashram by ourselves or at a Vipassana retreat by ourselves. But those things are still going to come when we are relating with other people that we actually love. And that's how more of that is going to get excavated as we go along. So I think we shouldn't be afraid of getting into relationships. We shouldn't be afraid of showing all of ourselves to, the people who are actually there, because they're there for that witnessing. And that's why there's something also that I speak in the book around your soul support posse, where, and you've heard me talk about this so much, but it's true. I mean, at every season, and I know this is true for you, every season there are angels, there are people, there are guides that come in the form of people to just say, hey, I got you. We can resist it, or we can actually notice when that's happening, because they are there to usher you into that next evolution of yourself, whether it's through holding that space, whether it's through just being a mirror for maybe some of our own insecurities, and maybe just to forge a deeper relationship with yourself.
Yes, like nodding along with you and everything that you said, and so deeply resonating and relating. And I think one of the hardest parts of, someone who was just in it sucked, but like very recently sucked, I know that I think one of the struggles is, and especially when it comes to relationship, is like that person that you typically processed your trauma and your hardships and just like processed life with, like, they become the person that you're processing from.